Hey there, it's Lori here. I am stopping in today with a card for summer school over at MFT. Today's lesson is all about monochromatic cards. I am a clean and simple stamper. If you don't know that already, I love white space, I love bright colors, and I love a fun and simple made card. And monochromatic is definitely a theme that I really like to use on my cards. Obviously, you can use paints and inks, ink blending. There's so many possibilities for monochromatic card make. And today I've actually chosen cardstock as my medium for this card. First off, the way that I was choosing my colors, I made this cardstock sampler out of all the different colors of MFT. These samplers are super easy to make. You just choose one of the traditional tags, and this is the stitched one size. Grab a cardstock sampler from MFT and you're able to die cut one of each, put it on a key ring, and then you can print out the labels that are on the website and that go with each color, and then you have all the colors right at your fingertips. I gravitated today to the teals, light blues, right in the center here of my cardstock sampler. I'm looking at these and I picked 5 different colors that I thought went really well together. So the colors that I'm going to be using today are snow cone. Actually, I'm going to put white in there too, but snow cone. We're going to use berrylicious, blue raspberry, and then we're skipping over here to tropical teal. With those colors, I went ahead and grabbed this collage cover-up die, and I'm using just the center piece. This die is so fun. It makes for great card fronts, but just having this stitched panel is awesome for sentiment. So this is kind of like a twofer. There's definitely more uses from this one cover-up die. So I went ahead and I grabbed the cardstock and I've cut out one of each color. So I have that monochromatic theme going on here in my cardstock. Next, I'm going to take my white card base and I'm going to score this at 5.5 using my score buddy. I'm going to arrange these here on the front. White first, snow cone, berrylicious, blue raspberry, and tropical teal. Now I got lucky because these fit just almost perfectly here on the front of this card. These are about just a tiny bit over an inch for each stitched panel. I'm going to take these off my card and just use some ATG down the side of each, and then once down the middle, and then I'm just going to stack these up. Now I have just a little piece at the bottom and I'm just going to trim that off. So it won't be a typical A2 size card, but it's close enough. And that gives the front of your card a monochromatic theme in a quick and easy way. Now I've chosen the Celebrate Speech Bubble, and I don't actually want to use the speech bubble, I just want to use the letters on the inside. So let me show you how I'm going to do that. First thing I'm going to do is run this with white cardstock through my die cutting machine, and I'll be right back. So now I have the white cardstock panel, and I actually also have one out of fun foam. I want to be able to give the letters a little bit of dimension. So what I'm going to do is put some liquid glue onto the fun foam panel, and then I'll attach the letters directly to the fun foam. Okay, so I've attached all the white pieces from the cardstock directly to the fun foam, and I've left this all in one piece. What I'm going to do now that these letters are dried, I'm going to use some press and seal. So just a little chunk with the sticky side down, and I'm going to place that nice and smooth over those letters. I'll just peel up the foam, and that will leave the letters perfectly in line, just like they are when you cut them out with the die. See how handy that is? So now I'm going to take some more liquid glue and add it to the back. And we're going to center those right down on the front of this card all at once. I'm going to give those just a second to dry so they're nice and attached to the front of the card. And now I'm going to peel the press and seal straight off of the letters, and you can see how perfectly that they are attached to the front of the card. I'm going to do one last thing. I'm going to take a piece of Post-it tape and just tape off the top of the letters. And you could do this with a foam brush, or I always use my finger, it's just as easy. I'm going to take this liquid glue and just kind of smear it over the bottoms of the letter, and enough to where they're just nice and tacky and you can get full coverage with glitter. Of course, we have to add in some glitter here. So I have another shade of teal glitter, and I'm just going to open this and pour it on the bottom of each letter. And I'm going to press down just a little bit so the glitter sticks into that glue. And of course all over my finger. Get the excess off. This is a good time for your paintbrush. Just bring that along and sweep off the excess glitter. When you feel like that's dry, it has just a second to set up, just peel it off. And then you've got a perfectly straight line for a glitter dipped letter. It's pretty cute. That's it for today's lesson for monochromatic cards over at summer school. MFT has a great week lined up. I hope that you guys can play along. I hope you're inspired by this card, and I can't wait to see what you guys make. Thanks so much for stopping in today, and I hope you have a great day.